Following a report on illegals carrying diseases into the U.S., one of the correspondents on his show, Christine Romans, told Dobbs that there had been 7,000 cases of leprosy in the U.S. in the past 3 years.
Leprosy in this country.
Incredible.
We checked that and found a report issued by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services saying 7,000 is the number of leprosy cases over the last 30 years, not the past 3. And nobody knows how many of those cases involve illegal immigrants. Now, we went to try and check that number, 7,000. We can't, just so you know.
But I can tell you this. If we reported it, it's a fact.
You can't tell me that. You did
Well, no, I
report
just
it.
did.
How can you guarantee that to me?
Because I'm the managing editor, and that's the way we do business. We don't make up numbers, Leslie, do we?
It turns out that someone did make up those numbers. Even after Dobbs was informed that his information was contradicted by the federal government, he repeated the false information the day after on his show.
Following one of your reports, I told Leslie Stahl, we don't make up numbers, and I will tell everybody here again tonight, I stand 100% behind what you said.
That's right, Lou. We don't make up numbers here. This is what we reported.
The report issued by the Department of Health and Human Services is correct. There were, in fact, 7,000 total number of cases of leprosy, but over the past 30 years, not 3. And as Dobbs himself has admitted, no one knows how many can be attributed to undocumented immigrants. Dobbs' correspondent took the figure from an article written by medieval expert Madeline Cosman in the Journal of American Physicians and Surgeons, a publication that has been described by some as a right-wing and untrustworthy periodical. On the December 4, 2007 edition of Democracy Now!, journalists Amy Goodman and Juan Gonzalez questioned Lou Dobbs about Madeline Cosman's allegation. In response, Dobbs claimed that a New York Times obituary found her to be a credible source on immigration.
Did you read that obituary? Did you find that the New York Times had come to basically the same conclusion we had, that she was a credible source? Because if you read that obituary, it is glowing and filled with plaudits for Madeline Cosman.
The truth is, the New York Times never called her a credible source. In fact, the headline description in her obituary is, Madeline P. Cosman, 68, medieval expert, dies. They never called her a respected medical lawyer and medical historian, as Dobbs' correspondent had, only a day after the 60 Minutes report exposed their lies. The obituary did note that Cosman's article was widely reproduced on anti-immigration and other conservative websites. Is that what you meant by plaudits, Lou? And who was Madeline Cosman? Here's a presentation she made about Mexican men.
Recognize that most of these bastards molest girls under age 12, some as young as age 5, others age 3, although of course some specialize in boys, some specialize in nuns, some are exceedingly versatile and rape little girls age 11 and women up to age 79.
Unjustified lies, unreliable racist sources. All brought to you by the most trusted name in news.